Welcome back to 118 Diecast Cars, and in today's review we're going to have a review of the 118 Bburago Lamborghini Reventon, which is in this matte grey finish, which looks really nice. To start off with, everything opens on this diecast model, including the doors and the rear and front body panel work, such as the bonnet and the engine cover. To the front of this diecast car you have this mesh black grille here, and another one to the other side. The Lamborghini badge is printed on, which is a really nice touch, and it is just a little bit off centre, which is a shame. With the light here, with the light bulb, there is a pin there, and there's like a bit of a connector up to the top of here, but it doesn't really detract the look of the car. Then down here you have the air gaps, and you can see right through into the wheels, which is also another nice fact. Well, not a fact, but a nice touch. And we're going to look at in the sort of like cargo space area. So there is some body like mesh in here to show like carpet, but it's not really carpet, it's actually just plastic. And there's not much space, and it's really just one big plastic piece, but it shows that, you know, there's detail and thought put into it. So from side glance of this Reventon, it looks very menacing, including these black grills down here, the mesh grills, and you've got an air filter in here and this side as well. Then with the wheels, the brake disc does move with the wheels, but as you can see, the caliper is nowhere to be found, which is a shame. And same with the back wheel. So you're getting a good thing for a bad thing. You know, it's like one in one way. That's how it's working. So if we go to the rear of this diecast, so on the back you can see it says Centro Stile, which I'm guessing is something in Italian, but I'm presuming you guys can just guess that anyway. Then you have the Lamborghini badge there, which is nicely printed on, and these backlights look really nice. It has like plastic cover here on the back there, on the same side, and the lights are like all behind it, and that's really nice. Then we're coming on to the detail of this back bodywork. This is really nice. So you have the exhaust sticking through there, and as you can see, you can probably just see the gaps. If you can see my finger through there and there, you've got the full gap going through and through there, which shows great attention to detail. The underneath of this Bburago, there isn't much, just pretty much same old, big plastic piece, but you can see the parts where the wheels are attached to, and screws and other things like that, like the Bburago logo. Then this car does not feature full suspension. As you can tell there, you can just heard it. Then in the engine wise, the detail is superb. For a Maisto, you can see right through into where the metalwork is going. So you see through there, and put my pen in there, you can see all the way down into the actual engine itself. And it has a little badge there, focus, but it says V12. And the person who's made the engine, like the stamp on that. But for the detail, it is really great. And I forgot to mention the brake light that's up the top here, which is there, which is also a nice touch of thought. And you have the petrol cap there, and that is pretty much for that. So the inside, so from this view, there's not much going on there. It's pretty bland and boring in all black. Wind mirrors are nice and strengthy. So if you go to the other side, this is where the magic is. The inside of most cars, the driver's seat. So you've got the chrome at the bottom for the pedals, but I just don't think that looks really realistic, because it is just shiny chrome and it just doesn't look right. The steering wheel does turn with the wheels, as you can see there. Then the centre console is really well thought through, and you can only just see inside of that there. And the seat looks pretty plain, and it has sort of a two-tone colour of black and this beige down the middle. And that is pretty much for the interior of this diecast. So I'd say for the retail price of around £30 in the UK and around $45 in the US, this is a great model for people like collecting. And really there's nothing much to say. It's a great model, but there is some downsides to it. Like the front lights have got the pegs in here, and the fact that it's got no full suspension, people like that, no brake discs inside, which is a shame. And the interior just doesn't live up to Bburago's quality standard. I think for the most part this isn't probably one of the best Bburagos they make. Like, I have the 118 Lamborghini Reventon, and that is much better in my own opinion. But it all depends on what your opinion is. I think the engine is great in this, but it lacks detail around in other areas. So thank you for watching. Please rate and subscribe.